I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site with curated information you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. I also have it set up so that if you purchase a lifetime membership, you get an hour of free coaching from me. And that's the exact price of access to the site. So you basically get the website for free. So again, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Come join it with a lifetime membership. Now, the question for today is, am I doing the right thing by changing careers? Someone asked that of me, and I'm going to address this not for the specific person, but in a more general way, so that this way I can help more folks with my answers. And I'm going to break it into two parts. The first part is you're first at the point of considering a career change. And the second one is, here it is, time to do it. So when you're first thinking of it, something obviously isn't right about your existing career. Maybe you're miserable, maybe you're bored. The thrill is gone about what you're doing, is ultimately what it comes down to. And I wouldn't just go out and quit at that moment without knowing what my next steps are. And you may respond by saying, well, I don't know what I want to do next. And that's the point. This is the time to take advantage of the fact that you have a check coming in and you have a degree of stability and you can sort things through. Because the process of sorting things through and exploring the infinite possibilities can take a long time. This is not, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to go to graduate school, and while I'm in grad school, I'm going to just start off my new career, and I'll figure it out, after I'm in grad school. No, because you're taking on a huge investment at that point. What you want to do is begin a process of exploration and talking to people so that in this way you can learn about the career. Maybe you puppy dog with someone for a day and just follow them around and ask questions as they go so that you can learn about something that you're considering. I also want to encourage you, if you're just starting off this process, to do the work part-time. Add it onto your calendar. Don't do less of your current job. Add the new one onto your calendar. See what the problems are doing this kind of work. If someone is in this field, do some of their work for them off hours and make their load a little bit easier so you can get to see what it's like and talk with them as you work through it. But the idea is not to leap prematurely. It's to explore until you get further along and see what training you need, whether you need to go to grad school, to actually get the underpinnings, or you need to not do that. You'll learn practically by going through this exploration. Now, let's say we're at the magic moment. That is, you've decided. And I always remind people, what responsibilities do you have? I'll speak of myself because there was a point where I was thinking of making a transition from being a headhunter to a psychoanalyst. And I'd gone to grad school and had plans to do, I was considering a PhD on top of my master's. And then I met my wife in graduate school. We decided to buy a house and have a child and all that sort of stuff. And had I done the transition at that point, it would have put too much pressure on us, on me, on our eventual son. So I deferred it and eventually came back and started to do coaching years later. And it was a wise choice for all of us. And yes, I made a sacrifice. And that was my choice, was to do that in order to have these other things. You prioritize things, and maybe you start off working part-time before going in full-time. You build up this other phenomena, this other career before you actually do the leap into it. Or you take advantage of some of your network in order to make the transition effective and quicker. No matter. I want to encourage you to take action. Don't procrastinate. even if you're at the beginning of this career change process, you got to go out there and you got to do stuff. You can't think about it. You got to start doing, because all that'll happen if you start thinking about it is nothing. Again, back to my own experience, when I decided to look at coaching as an option, I started to speak to different schools, speak to different people, get some ideas. I attended a couple of classes, where I just audited them at different schools, and ultimately made a decision to attend one of them. It was through action and learning what my questions should be that I started to discover which school made sense for me. And in doing the work that I do now, where I work with people in career transition, people who are in leadership roles who want to improve their leadership, working with executives who want to be more effective in their roles and in their lives as well. All of my different skills, my headhunting background, my master's in social work, all my training and experiences with the Mankind Project all come to bear and help me be an effective coach. You'll come up with your version of this, but you can't think about it. Whatever comes into your mind, I want you to go explore. And then when you get to that magic moment, yes, there's a moment where you have to trust that this is the right step because you have enough of a background that you believe it's right. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman. If you're considering a career transition, if you'd like some help in a job search or with your leadership or being more effective in your career in general, reach out to me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you saw the video because I love knowing that I'm helping some folks. And once we're connected, message me. We'll set up time for a free discovery call. Also, again, JobSearchCoachingHQ.com with curated information with an emphasis on interviewing in particular that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. Or overall, my website, thebiggamehunter.us, where I've got thousands of posts that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you as well. Hope you have a great day and take care.